Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of A Random Brony, who has requested that I react to a pair of videos by the internet historian detailing the He Will Not Divide Us story. The first one is called The Triggering of Shia, and the second one is called Capture the Flag. So, yeah, this was something that happened. I think just 2 years ago, 2017, this was a thing started by Shia LaBeouf. I think as like a political protest over Trump, and what happened, I mean, what it was is he had like a camera going just 24/7 that people could appear at and just, I guess, vent about how much they hate Trump or whatever. And what happened is that 4chan just decided to capitalize on it and basically troll the hell out of Shia LaBeouf. And that's really what it was. I mean, political connotations aside, it was about this kind of pretentious, memed movie actor getting trolled by the wonderful people of 4chan. And, I mean, that's at least what I remember the story being about. And we'll see. I mean, it's been a while, and I was only half following it at the time, so it'll be interesting to hear, like, a full perspective, a full detailed account of all the events that transpired, because I'm sure I don't know everything, and I'll be interested to see to see what I learn here. It should be pretty fun. And here we go.
Shia LaBeouf is an artist.
Yeah,
Welcome to his
we all know
museum.
this. Just do it.
He brought you such works as watching all of his movies in a theater, back to back.
Sounds wonderful. Who wouldn't want to do that?
And wearing a paper bag.
Yeah, I remember that. And then there's the the one he's really known for. I used to be in Transformers. Not exactly something to be proud about.
He won't divide us.
Their message from Astoria, Queens, broadcast for the world to see. Camera feed will be up 24 hours a day for at least 4 years.
The media called it a triumph, the first great art of the Trump era.
Divide us.
If you say so.
He will not divide us.
But unfortunately for Shia, Pole appreciates art too, and they wanted to express themselves on camera as well.
But you're so
Ferris.
supreme.
Okay. Hi, Patch Guy. What are we doing here?
For honor, but for you.
Oh, this is that, yeah, the Metal Gear song. I slapped the chicken tendies out of her end. Okay.
Paul had one goal in mind, to take over the exhibit and trigger Shia.
Well, I think they accomplished that, if I recall. Didn't he? Didn't he get arrested at one point?
By day 2, Shia is getting sick of hearing about Pepe.
Oh. Wow.
Pizzagate is real. Shia LaBeouf is a rich white liberal who doesn't care about the working class.
Oh. What is it? Okay. PEP.
6 hours later.
You will not divide us. Who's that, little speaker? Whose speaker is that?
Paul learned that Shia was particularly triggered by Nazi role-playing, so it became a game
Well,
to make Nazi references.
I would think most people are. Let's hope it's actually role-playing.
What's up? Bang bang. Hitler did nothing wrong.
In a rage, he sexually assaulted some dude.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bit,
Then Sam Hyde showed up.
okay.
Thieves will not divide us. Thieves will not divide us. All right, Shia,
Heebs?
you're not a real artist, man. want to red pill Shia on the truth about the Holocaust.
Oh.
Yo, be careful. Be nice out here. Hey, be nice out here. You're surrounded now.
But it all came tumbling down. Off camera, because of a misunderstanding, he assaulted one of his own supporters.
Oh.
The police caught the event.
That makes it even worse.
And
I guess.
He was deported back to Los Angeles the next day.
Deported.
Soon after, they also had to put
Deported
up
to Los Angeles.
a wall, if you will.
Wow.
Now only 5 people at a time can come in, and they are very well vetted. But credit where it's due. Although this was not good art, Shia had created one of the most fascinating things to watch on the internet.
I mean...
And here are a few of the best featured characters.
Oh.
The Milky Bar Pimp.
You know that's hate speech. Hate speech. Yes, towards subliminal racist type of things they do. They try to
Okay.
like black people are lactose intolerant.
I
Like just purposely drink milk outside.
I never knew this.
My phone number. How did you get my phone number? I haven't given out my phone number. Did you hear that? At the end he said Hitler did nothing wrong. There's so many racist people calling me right now.
AIDS Bjorn.
Bjorn. I don't use the word Nazi lightly.
No Nazi. Make America fight Nazis again.
I love you and I love these people.
Fuck off, Nazi.
People started chanting, "My wife's son, my wife's son."
Son! My wife's son! My wife's son! My wife's son!
The guy is standing right behind you. The pedophile.
What's your name?
Brittany Venti. I came there to trigger people, and it was great.
But there are many, many more.
Gotta love a good
It
read.
is the single best reality TV show on the internet right now, and it is going on for the next 4 to 8 years.
Didn't they stop it eventually, though? I mean...
Is that a little speaker?
War has changed. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines.
Okay,
Machines
just
inside their
covering it in
bodies
milk.
enhance and regulate their ability.
After defeat on the battlefields of New York and New Mexico, Shia headed to a new hidden location. No more chanting or interaction. This latest exhibit would just be a flag waving arrogantly in front of a camera.
Yeah, that's a
there
lot.
were no landmarks.
Lot
no
simpler.
scenery, no clues at all to its whereabouts. It would be impossible to find, and nothing could
Not
stop
for
the
4chan.
broadcast. Check mate. And this would allow Shia to act smug for the next 4 to 8 years. That is, unless Pol's agents could find a way to track it down. Challenge accepted. It was to be the greatest game of capture the flag ever. Pol began organizing. They set about gathering all the information they could on the local environment, trying to match up cloud, wind patterns, and ambient noise. Because it was a
Gotta
live
hand it to
stream,
them.
They
This
could match
is,
the time of sunset.
yeah,
Quickly
yeah.
discern that the flag was somewhere in the eastern time zone. That's 2/3 of the country ruled out in one move. Others began looking into intel about Shia's whereabouts, as it was highly likely that he was present for the raising of the flag itself. As time went on, distinct noises could be heard in the background, the croaking of frogs, suggesting water nearby. Then, the second big break.
Oh.
In the distance, just faintly, 2 jet streams. Pol quickly opened a live feed of all of the air traffic across the eastern seaboard. But identifying these 2 lines, amongst all of this,
Yeah.
would be a challenge.
That's putting it
Meanwhile,
mildly.
social media
Oh, look at the
trackers
ponies there.
found this post. At a small
Ponies
town
in anime?
diner in Tennessee, this waitress couldn't help but brag about her run-in with Shia.
Oh.
It was another big break. TMZ also reported that Shia had been seen fly fishing in the area. The search was closing in on Greenville, Tennessee. The hunt was moving much faster now. According to the aviation team, 2 more planes would soon be flying overhead. If they could be spotted on the live stream, Pol would have confirmation. Bingo. To further narrow down the search area, the aviation team started charting all of the flight paths of spotted planes. But they still needed more information, and as day turned to night, they got it. Pole's astronomy division
I see what you did
narrow
there.
down the angle and rough position of the camera. With this, the flight paths, and some advanced trigonometry, the candidate area had been reduced way down. Further confirmation from weather satellites backed up the claim as an agent was dispatched to the scene. As he drew close, he started honking the horn, while viewers of the live stream gave feedback as it got louder. A few minutes later, target sighted. But he couldn't just head in during broad daylight and risk Shia's wrath.
Yeah.
Instead, he had to wait for the cloak of night. In the meanwhile, Paul got to work devising an infiltration strategy. A few hours later, the flag came down, and a MAGA hat and shirt went up.
Wow.
It was a beautiful moment, and it all took place on the live stream. Pol's Central Intelligence Agency had clocked Windu Season 3 in 38 hours and 14 minutes. And poor Shia
Did we
was
skip over
divided
Season
for the
2?
third time. Could he ever recover? Could this be the end? Well, as I was editing this video, there has been an update.
Oh.
The stream has gone down and the MAGA hat and shirt with it, but intel indicates that the flag will be up again soon. A drone was flown over the area, and you can see here that Shia is keeping guard of the flagless pole. In response, Operation Eagle Eye is on standby. The drone carries a sophisticated device. You can see here a MAGA hat, Confederate flag.
Why?
To find out what will happen next. Stay tuned for season
JonTron did nothing wrong? Okay. Well, I mean... producer Baron Trump. And, yeah, I don't know... okay. Hideo Kojima. I don't know how involved he actually was. But, Kiefer Sutherland, Senpai. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, just nice credits there. In fact, yeah, that's fun. But there we go. That was interesting. Yeah. I mean, maybe for everyone it's not as easy to laugh at all this stuff, but I mean, I do buy that it's just intended and fun, that we are just trying to mess with this guy. And that most of these people probably aren't really Nazis. But, I mean, you never know. And it's not really cool to say those things either way. But, I mean, it worked. It definitely caused this kind of ridiculous exhibit to come to an end. And, I mean, I think eventually after this incident that we had with the flag... I think it went up somewhere else, and they made it a whole lot harder to get to, if I recall. Though I'm not really sure. As said, I wasn't following it very much at the time. I just sort of was hearing the vague story that people were were trolling the hell out of Shia's thing, and the idea of it rather amused me. But. Yeah, there we are. That was a pretty good, retrospective on it. Yeah, definitely an interesting video, or pair of videos. Especially the second one. I mean, the first one, it's mostly just about them really just saying and doing stuff to make him angry and eventually cause him to break and hit someone. But, yeah, the second one, that was actually showing just how, like, skillful and how committed they are to actually be able to collectively manage something like tracking down this flag without any hint as to where the location is. So that's pretty impressive to actually see a recounting of the process there. So that one in particular was of interest, I feel. But there we go. Interesting stuff. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.